3, 2, 1, and go.
Go!
Good luck.
What?
Yeah, let's check out the fucking info about the stage, will ya? Of course.
I saw ahead
Let's
of that.
go.
That's why I chose a slower vehicle.
No, I got rain!
Oh, I think I didn't get rain.
I got mine steady. Nice, nice, nice.
I think I missed the timing, but it's fine. We'll catch up.
Oh, it's free time.
Oh god.
It doesn't feel right. Man, where is my set, Cordoba, when you need it?
Where's the Subi?
I'm happy, I got the
Let's go,
super.
bitches.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Zara is pretty much this game aims Kadabra.
Oh, Kadabra. Set Kadabra, let's go.
Alakazam.
I took the Xara as well.
Yeah.
I got the Peugeot. Peugeot represents.
I had to try the Peugeot before, like, I was just like, I played through the Novice Championship before, like, finished it off, and was like, right, okay, that's the Novice done. I was like, yeah, I'm not going after Intermediate Expert, that'll be time.
I got through the intermediate one just so I could unlock Expert to get all the cars.
Hey, I actually tried to see if the PS1 cheats worked on this, and turns out, nope, they don't. I was like, okay, this is fine.
There aren't even cheats in the game.
What, so you can't activate anything? Like,
No,
you
that's
can't
another thing they had to remove. But to be fair, they did have to cut a lot of corners to fit Colin McRae Rally 2005. I mean, Colin McRae Rally 2.0 on a taco.
I love the fact it's the PS1 version though, with the 2005 cars. I'm like, God, they really did try and cram it in. It's like, yeah, okay, well.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, it's something to make it unique.
Also, this is probably the only time that Franz is playing the PS1 version, technically. Even though it's the N-Gage, it's still PS1 version.
Yeah.
I find it funny though, like you're
plug in
saying,
PS1 controller into a phone.
I find it funny though, like at how much, how much the game is different in a way. It's not that much different, obviously, but it's different in a different kind of way.
Like it just works.
Yeah, it's surprisingly a decent fit.
Okay, and 206.95, my first stage.
I nearly hit a tree, but weird collisions and saved me. Oh wait, you've already finished the first stage?
Yes, because I knew the cats.
Well then, I just got to the end there while tipping my car as well. So that just shows how little I know about speedrunning the game in general.
Yeah, just smash your desk, whoever did that.
I mean, I might as well.
Yo, it's the second stage. Time for the.
I'm trying again. My luck is looking up.
It's time for the worst cut in Finland, which is the driving through the trees. In Finland too.
I hate games.
I hate when I have to play games.
Right,
What's
so Finland 2 is kind of an infamous one I'm getting from that.
A little bit.
I
Not
mean,
too bad.
You know, it just goes downhill if you get rain on that stage, really. In a
Well,
run.
thankfully, I've got clear for every stage so far, so things are definitely looking up for me.
All 2 of them.
100%.
Yes, all 2 of them.
Just wait till
Lucky me.
the latter half of the game. We'll see.
We just gotta hope that we don't get rain in the UK, or God forbid, snow in Sweden, because I'm gonna give you both all a little heads up. Sweden in this game is
actually
hell.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweden's actually tougher than it usually is, surprisingly.
I'm getting the impression that I should have changed the gear ratio. Like, I should have set up my gearbox to be longer.
Oh.
Surprisingly, Franz, I can give you a tip on this.
That
If you
was
set
almost...
the lower gearbox in France and Italy, works decent, but probably would be better just having stock, surprisingly.
Yeah, I will try leaving it at stock.
That was almost the first big crash of the run, but somehow I Tokyo drifted between all of the trees. Like, I mean, that lost a little bit of time, but I gained it back in style points.
Hey. But I love how the game's like, yeah, because this is CMR2. It's like anything works, really.
And I will expand my gearbox. Race.
Oh! I did. Oh yeah, one kind of annoying thing about Finland in this is that the ditches are invisible.
Everything,
Bruh.
half the stuff's invisible. That's another thing about this as well, is that half the stages haven't got half the stuff rendered in them. So like, there's not as many trees, you can slip through bigger gaps. Some of the cuts are actually a lot easier. It's ridiculous. Like
Yeah,
one in particular that really got me was on Australia in stage 1. There's a cut that we could do through some trees. In the normal game, I don't really dare do it because I always hit the trees. In this game, it is a lot easier because the gap's like practically non-existent.
Yeah.
Like, there's barely any trees rendered. It's the same with the UK stage 3, where there's the roundabout. There's no hay bales, so you can just cut the corner instantly, pretty much.
Ah, shoot. Oh, never mind. It worked out somehow.
Oh! God, straighten up! Haha! Strange physics saved me again. I don't know why this game's physics have mercy on me so often. Like all of the little mistakes I had there should have been big crashes, but the game just fucking sidesteps me around them.
Game's just like, nope. Also, fun fact as well, friends, you might be able to notice, ice skip works.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna try it actually.
It works exactly the same as CMR2, you know, like, well, obviously, I mean, we know how to do it, but you know how, like, sometimes the car can, like, get flung around if you get it at a weird angle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen as well. I don't know how common
Hang on, my time is
but
stopped.
no. Yeah, the what?
Wait, my time is stopped. Ah, whatever, I'll just calculate what it was later on.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It's fine.
Also, when you finish, you gotta go to the website again and click stop or something, since you're not connected to the through the live split.
So does it figure out my connection online there?
No, you just gotta open the website again, or maybe if you like have it opened, just after the race, after you finish, you just go to the website and click a thing to stop your time.
You know something? I'm pretty sure that the novice mode makes it so that you only have to do 4 stages.
Yeah, normally in CMR2 you only have to do 4 anyway, but not obviously in that game you actually have to do the super special stages. Well,
Right,
technically
yeah.
you don't, but still.
Right then, so if that's the case, thank God, because UK stage 6 in this game, it's just pure hell at the beginning. You know the issue the game has where half of the stuff doesn't really render?
Yeah.
Well, imagine not having the road render.
Lol.
So you have to
Pace note.
entirely rely on the pace notes to keep yourself on the track. It's so off-putting, oh my god.
.830 Finland, fucking ferrot pace. Come on. This is literally
Nice to know that I'm a good 4 splits behind.
race. Let's go.
Oh,
And I'm gonna say, for context, I ain't even bothering with the stage 1 skip. I'm just gonna do it the normal way. I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't work in this, I think.
all of a sudden I feel like I'm saved.
oh yeah, that explains why I'm probably gonna play Ace pretty badly in this race because I haven't studied the out-of-bound skips. I'm just going through the regular routes. So I guess if anything, it is a testament to how much time the out-of-bound skips save.
I think, like, I know, as friends just said, with it not working, it's because of the lower, what's it called, render distance, is it? Draw distance?
Yeah, I think.
There should be a count for the amount of times the weird physics has saved me, because now it's at 4.
They're actually keeping
Yeah,
count, like,
bonus
ding.
game.
And Finland's done.
Oh yeah, there's a lot less trees that spawn on Greece stage 1 as well, so that cut becomes
Yeah.
even quicker as well. It's nice.
What are your thoughts on this game, Jikusek?
Car.
I honestly think that not only is it impressive, and that's 5 times that the weird physics have saved me. I think that it's not. I think that it's not only impressive that they managed to fit this onto here at all, but the fact that this wasn't even developed by Codemasters. This was made by a
IdeaWorks 3D.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure they're a really small company that were like hired by Codemasters to somehow put Rally 05 on the N-Gage, even though that'd be literally impossible. And honestly, considering that kind of scenario they were put on, we probably got the best possible outcome.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, Codemasters managed to get 2005 on the PSP, but if you're given how much performance the PSP gives out compared to an N-Gage, well, let's not forget the N-Gage is a phone, so it's not going to be putting out like crap tons of. I mean, if we're talking putting this game on a modern smartphone now, if we talk about putting this game like as in actually 2005, not this. If we talk the actual 2005 game put on a smartphone now, it's definitely doable. This is the performance there, and the game was what 2004. But for the time, it's easy to see why you go for something that's technically a downgrade, but is not a bad downgrade.
Agreed.
Like that's the funny thing. Like this game is technically a downgrade, and normally downgrades are bad. This is a good downgrade. Surprisingly, it's a good compromise.
You know something? That's kind of a thing with the N-Gage library. Like, even though the N-Gage itself wasn't really that good, its library mostly was solid. Like if I'm to go off on a slight like tangent for a bit, if you'll allow me. So you know Crash Nitro Kart, right? You know the second Crash Bandicoot kart race. So they actually tried to fit it on a GBA, but because the GBA couldn't really handle enough 3D to render them out, they had to weird physics saved me yet again. Anyway, so because the GBA couldn't really handle the PS2 game, of course, they had to give it like a sort of Super Mario Kart treatment. And where the game is really good, the N-Gage version of Nitro Kart looks at it, breathes in, and goes, "Fine, I'll do it myself." By combining the GBA version and the PS2 version, and surprisingly, it is really good. Like what is it with? And that's 8 times. What is it with N-Gage conversions being so good? Well, except for if you're Sega Rally, of course. In which case,
Computer console.
burn it out.
Yeah. Oh fuck! My trunk is opened. Fucking hell.
Oh no, not the trunk.
Yeah. Any sort of aerodynamic power is gone now.
Now you got a huge spoiler.
The one thing I will say about the physics is, yes, they are a bit weird, but the cars feel like they understeer a lot more. If anything, this feels very similar to the box kind of handling that you get in Gran Turismo 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But not as... it's more drifted and grippy.
Yeah, I tend to slide a lot in this game.
Yeah, like
that
when you
was
start
the
the
first thing I
slide,
noticed
you
was
just
that.
don't stop.
Yeah, I mean, have you tried the tarmac physics yet?
Oh, that's coming up in like 2 stages.
Yeah, it's not as grippy as the PS1, but it's not as grippy. On PC, it's obviously grippy and drifty at the same time, I think. It's like a weird mix in between. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. It's a kind of, again, it's a good compromise. They've actually done quite well with compromising it. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Kotu,
Yo.
one thing, and tell me I'm not tripping. Do you also think that Ham's voice sounds like Zoe's?
Well, I mean, I haven't heard Zoe's voice, so I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I guess you can draw your own conclusions on that.
I don't know.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay. Understandable.
Unless it's been Zoe the whole time.
Oh my god, it really was!
It's like, surprise!
Who could Oh no, who could have seen this coming?
Well, of course I know him. He's me.
The
I have
only
to-
person who could be in this box is me! So why am I looking in the box?
It was me, Dio.
Ah, yes, someone gets it.
Like, who the hell is that? Oh crap, it's me. Reminds me of Shorty off bloody Scary Movie. There's something on fire. Oh shit, it's me. Shorty, you okay? Yeah, I'm getting hot.
Oh no, oh god. I accidentally went onto the other side of the fence. This could be bad. This could be bad. I somehow survived that. What? That's definitely a highlight for the stream right there. Like I lost like 4 seconds, but I don't know how I got through that without like having any major crashes.
We're starting stage
more
4
on
of
the topic.
Greece.
How have I not properly crashed yet? What?
Surprisingly, like me playing this normally feels so, well, say me playing this normally, but me playing this is like, you know what? I was saying the other day, I was like, I'm kind of done playing CMR games. There's not exactly. This one's now just come on my radar, I'm like, yep, I guess I'm kind of staying playing CMR games. Just that little bit longer.
Well, I mean, it is certainly an interesting thing to look into, and it does have its own like learning curve and so on. Oh, what? Okay, the first major crash of the run, I hit the blunt end of the paper sign
But not
thing.
reverse. I just reversed into the start of the stage. At the start of the
How
stage,
do
I
I
just
explain this?
went back.
The first like proper crash of the run, I hit like the blunt end of a sign. My car does a backflip, then lands perfectly in front of the finish. I love this game. And yes, it was just as ridiculous as it sounded.
I love how bad the cars are that you unlock for beating like the expert championship. I'm like, you have to. Surely the cars will be faster as you, as you unlock the later championships. But no, games like you can just have like an MGC Sebring later on. It's like, really?
And you get the 6R4 for finishing the Novice Cup.
Yeah. And the fastest car, the 205, the Peugeot 205, you get after beating the intermediate. So I was like, oh, thank God, because obviously I'd use that to beat the expert, to be fair. Speaking of which, I wonder if any of the standard cars are quick enough to beat the expert championship.
That's a point I'd like to make to you. If we're technically speaking, literally any car that can beat it. You want to know why?
Go on.
Because when they were developing the game, they forgot one little thing about the AI.
Made it harder as it goes on.
Wait, no, actually. You know how in Colin McRae Rally 2, it usually likes to favor certain AIs, like McRae is usually seen near the top, right?
Yep.
Well, in this game, they still have the same amount of time gaps you would see in Colin McRae Rally 2.0, but they completely forgot to add the priorities. So one race, you'll see McRae on your ass, and then the next race will be dead last, 2 minutes behind, with Tizzard behind you.
Yeah, I just had like Tizzard and Igloo finish second and third on the stage. I'm like, what? They usually finish at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we
Yes.
go. Oh,
I know what I forgot to do.
Yes.
Add alert box to my scene.
What happened?
Well,
I
that's
got
going to
the
be
flow.
awkward to deal
Thank
with
you.
while you're in the
Nice.
middle of a speedrun.
Finds kind man. Or woman.
Kind person. Just like wild person.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what the
suddenly,
hell?
I know.
I still got the sound from the follow. But like with delay. What the hell? Thank you, stream apps.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep the standard gearbox for. I think I'm gonna keep the shortened gearbox for Italy only. Actually,
okay,
the UK
then.
is another one that I like using on. That's a good one.
Yep, the weird physics saved me again. So that's like 8 now, I think. Oh, by the way, there's one
Dreamlike.
There's one thing about this whole game which makes the speedruns totally different to the like 2.0 and 2005 stuff. You ready for this?
Go on.
Yeah.
You can't retire. You gotta play through every single cup.
Yeah, because like in CMR2, CMR2 you can't retire, but Tales for 5 you can. See, that was actually something that I was intrigued about, and I actually was like, wait, is there a retire option in this game? Did they actually leave it in? Because it was like, if they did, oh, this game would become my favourite. It's a shame. It's like if they remade CMR1. I know they already did, but we're not talking about that. But I mean properly, and they allowed you to retire from events. You could actually do the intermediate and expert championships and just retire from the last 2 rallies.
From every single race.
Thanks for playing.
You would build. You literally would build that big of a gap to win. Or at least I think you would. Same in this game as well. Like this game would easily be easy to beat. Sure. Also, nice screen. The what? Submitting this for McRae, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh!
Who's gonna do it?
The weird physics saved me again. Like you know those little rocks that those like rock slopes you can't like go up, right? Well, I was on the top of one of those and had to go down the road, but instead of slipping me down, it just teleported me back onto the road. I love this game because of its dumb physics.
I still can't latch the fact that this is the 2005 car with the CMR2 PS1 sound for the Impreza. It's so weird. It's like the gameplay I've seen, the gameplay I saw which was like, ooh, okay, this is interesting, was the Lancer. The guy was drawing the Lancer, and it was so weird to hear it with the CMR2 PS1 engine sound. I was like, huh? I find it funny that...
It doesn't add up.
I find it funny that the... What's it called?
And that's 10. Just teleport around the posts, why don't you?
Hey, tarmac feels okay.
It doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
I've already screwed up once. I got stuck behind one of the what's it called?
Bushes, trees, fences.
Tree line. Yeah. It's just the
Oh.
gap where the car's like, I'm gonna go that way.
That sucks. That really sucks.
By the way, where are you guys right now?
Started France too.
Starting France.
France 1.
I just started France 1 as well, so we're actually not that far away from each other. I thought you guys would be like Sweden at this point.
No.
Halfway through which stage?
Stage 2.
Nice.
I'm currently about to reach halfway through stage 1, which honestly, for someone who doesn't play 2.0 that often, that's not too bad at all.
I'm still struggling to latch these physics, like especially the tarmac physics. Like, God
If
damn.
I finish this, it will be my first Colin game fully played by myself.
Lol.
Hey.
Let's go.
Well, at least now I know that I'm not going to come last at like.
There's no coming back now.
I accidentally
us.
switched the camera and then immediately had to switch it back because for some reason the change camera button is in between my accelerate and brake button. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, and the weird physics saved me again and again. So far, I'm pretty sure that's 13, either that or 12. I may have lost count, but for the sake of making things more dramatic, let's just say 13. I've only had one big crash so far, and that was largely inconsequential because I was right next to the end. I am the opposite of Colin McRae today. What is happening?
So you can block them. Pretty much. Opposite of Colin McRae, can block.
It's like the moment I get to something that I'm gonna have a bad crash in. The game stops time, moves my car slightly so that nothing bad happens, and then resumes it like nothing bad had ever happened.
N-Gage cheated speedrun.
Oh! What? Okay, that I am gonna have a field trip trying to explain to you. So there was a fence I couldn't see, right? And then there was a tree. So what my vehicle did was it did a nosedive, nearly flipping over, and then immediately spiked itself down for some reason. And again, because I was right next to the finish line, it didn't even matter.
And
what
then
is this game? And why am I getting
this
so
run.
lucky?
Just the run that keeps on giving.
Until it inevitably doesn't.
Until it stops giving, at which case it tears.
And then they save me again. Like, my god, considering that I'm in a car that's all red and black, you might as well call me Captain Scarlet.
Oh. You know, I will be honest. An interesting change which I kind of like is instead of it having the top 3 drivers that are always showing, or wherever you are, and it shows in the top left corner like you can see MR2, it only does it when you hit a checkpoint, and then it disappears and shows your position in your last time. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's great.
Which is nice.
I also do really like the UI they use for the phone version. It's like a hybrid of 2.0 and 2005, which, to be fair, this whole thing is.
Yeah, fits pretty well.
Surprisingly, it doesn't. Nothing blocks the screen. You still get everything you need to do. You still get your speedometer. You still get your time. You still get your checkpoint splits. You still got the progress bar, and you've still got the co-driver calls. And obviously, you got the rest.
You don't get
the
bitches though.
Unfortunately, I don't think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good. Like, genuinely good design.
I mean, for a mobile game, I shouldn't be saying this, but it generally feels decent.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've played some mobile games before, but, like, at times I'm like, yeah?
I mean, to be fair, the N-Gage was made to be like a mobile phone cross-OS portable video game console, so it does kind of make sense as to why most of them are quality.
It's funny because, like, in these years, you had what I'd call the video game phones, like this. And then, back then, they just flopped. But nowadays, like, every phone under the sun can run some PS1 or a and a PSP emulator.
And finally, after evading death so many times, my luck ran out. I accidentally headed right to the side of some bushes, which for some reason had collision when they almost always don't. So that cost me like 6 seconds.
Died. So sad.
Well, I mean, considering that my dodging to crash ratio is 15-1, that's still very, very solid.
Ratioed.
L.
All right. So,
Plus you're playing on N-Gage.
This is... again, obviously all we're playing right now is Sim R2 with 2005 cars. That's just like putting it blunt. But it feels different. It doesn't... Even though, yeah, okay, we played this game hundreds of times before, it still feels like something different.
Yeah, it feels like its own thing entirely.
Really, it's just the cars that make it different. Everything else is CMR2. But
I like this.
at least it's not
one
like the
speedrun.
garbage fire of, what's it called?
No.
Oh,
But are you going to continue and improve?
hit me again.
I will improve one day.
Yeah.
I want to see what the final time is going to be of this.
Yeah,
If
I'm
I
kind
can
of curious
get a...
what mine is, considering
16
that I
hours.
did say I've only really had one or two. Oh! We have physics saving. Thank you. yeah, I did say I only had like 1 or 2 big crashes, but I have had like a couple of mini crashes that only cost me like 1 or 2 seconds or so. But I suppose every first run has mistakes, and to be fair, this is the first set of speedruns ever.
Sorry.
So yeah, if anything, these runs are going to be the pioneers.
These blokes are geniuses. They are the pioneers.
Or toward record prediction.
Now the question is, who's going to get... What my intriguing thoughts are who's going to get the crap weather later down the line.
Yeah, I haven't... Yeah, surprisingly enough, I haven't gotten a single rainy stage yet.
I'm in Sweden, and it's snowing! Happy days.
Head whole Finland in rain.
So far everything's been dry, but now the luck's run out. No in Sweden. Let's go.
So yeah, from the looks of it, Viper's definitely gonna have a lot of fun in Sweden.
Well, from what I played before, the only thing I remember thinking was, bloody hell, Sweden's actually difficult.
Yeah.
Only because the AI actually puts up a challenge. Like, normally, when we do Sim R2 runs, the AI are a joke, you just pull away from them. But yeah, on Sweden this time, it seems to be difficult. Although I think, now that I've got used to the handle a bit better, that gap's going to get bigger. So it's fine.
Another crash that was completely inconsequential because I was so close to the end. Lovely.
We are getting closer and closer to the end with every day.
Well, that came out of nowhere. Though I suppose one day it will come out of nowhere.
Deep.
Can't wait to explain this one to my co-workers. So, what did you end up doing last night? I played some 18-year-old N-Gage video game. Really? Yeah.
No,
surprisingly, it actually
18?
worked.
No.
Oh, yeah, 18. Yeah, 2004 this came out, so...
Oh.
You know something?
This game is legal. We can have sex.
Yes!
I'm extremely happy about that fact.
You know something? There was one time when I was given like a huge spike of money where I didn't know how long it would last, and with it I actually got some fairly rare Colin McRae rally based stuff. Like I think the cheapest rare thing I have is a sealed copy of Colin McRae Rally Mac. You know that?
Oh yeah, the 2005 Mac version.
Yeah, interestingly enough, they couldn't call it 2005 because then people would be confused because the port came out in like 2006 or so that's why they just called it Colin McRae Rally Mac.
One thing that
Can't
really
believe we have
annoyed me...
2005 games.
The one thing that really annoyed
That's a
me
lot of
was
them.
the fact that the PSP version got Plus added on the end.
Like what's so
why?
plus about it?
There's nothing extra in the game. Believe me, I played it and I finished it. There's nothing there.
Was it originally going to only be available for PS Plus? So then if that was scrapped, then why keep that in the name?
Beats me.
And anyways, back to what I was saying. I think I actually showcased in the Discord. I actually have. I also have the promo copies of Colin McRae Rally 3 and Colin McRae Rally 1, which both have different unique box arts. The first one actually being signed by Anthony Reed. But what I didn't tell you is that before then, I got my hands on a very, very special copy of Colin McRae Rally 3, which is probably one of the rarest parts for an IO. Let me tell you a little story. Back when
Not a blue guy.
back when Colin McRae Rally 3 was first releasing, there was actually an expo where people could go and learn more info about the third game because it was really ambitious in the sort.
It was
just
a real
the fact,
game. Agreed.
Just the fact that such a good-looking game would now be reaching the next generation and controlling even better. People can handle it, and I'm pretty sure the tickets were sold out pretty quick. There were like tickets or whatever. I don't entirely remember. Like my memory's a little fuzzy when I read it on the forum. And in it was a very And in it, there was actually Colin McRae who came to attend. And what he would do is that anyone who attended would pick up a special limited edition copy of the third game, go up to Colin, have him sign it, and then they can ask Colin a question. Now this went on for a little bit, and this did, as I said, wait. I lost my train of thought, but anyways, as I was saying, this did go on for quite a bit. But then when Colin left, there were still a couple people in line that didn't get it. So those copies weren't signed, ironically making the non-signed copies rarer than the signed ones. And I found an unsigned copy for £20.
It's
Wow.
like, yes.
Weird facts.
Do you have some photos that you could like share with us later?
Yeah, I do actually.
Would be poggers.
So the fact, I mean, you think, wouldn't you? You think the ones that are signed have been more rare.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, technically,
they are
more
rare.
technically they are more valuable, but they're not as rare. And I mean, I already PS1,
Rare
everything.
HD.
Oh,
I was going to say,
Nuzzles you.
I may have kind of ballsed up the ice skip, but still got 222, so I'm happy about that.
Yep,
Oh, that's
BPG, I'm
nice.
trying to get your luck because I got snow in Sweden.
Hey. Also, my car is battered. I can't even recognise the lights from the back. It's too battered.
Do
the
you
ice skip
own
was-
a?
Yeah,
Do you own a?
Part of the run begins.
Do you own a very specific like? I think it's a tutorial for Colin too, or like a book or something.
I don't think I do actually.
They would need to
But
look it up. It's like Nicky Gris giving you tips on how to
But
beat
I
status.
remember certain copies of Rally 2.0 actually gave you a promotable. I mean, yeah, actually gave you
Oh,
a
shit.
promotional flashlight. But you know what? You know what really interested me that I wanted to find out? You know how in the box of the third game there was a little leaflet about how if you signed up for Codemasters you could get like actual copies of the pace notes that Nicky Gris would use to read off while developing the game.
Oh.
Well, I've always wondered what happened to them. Like I barely see anyone or anything selling them, and if they do, then it's really going to sell for quite a bit.
Okay, ice status skipped. Let's go.
Works?
Yeah, of course it works.
Let's fucking
Of course it
go.
does.
Well, the ice skip. Ooh. It feels weird as well, not just going from stage to stage, but the fact that you're going from stage to stage, but also that the skips that, like most skips, work, which is really, really good.
Oh yeah, one other thing I forgot to mention in my collection are actually two different prototype discs I found of the game. One being for Colin McRae Rally 2005, which is meant to be a PS2, which is meant to be the PS2 game given to review sites. And mostly what's different there is that the intro cutscene is that the intro splash screens are slightly different. It has a password system that you would need to go to a now defunct website to access. So this can be debunked with a little bit of raw backing, you know. And probably the most interesting part of all of this, because it came out of nowhere for no reason, the Audi Quattro's default ride height used to be slightly higher. That's the most significant thing from this prototype. Merry Christmas.
Donk Audi Quattro.
But then there's also one more interesting one, which was 142.0, which was also made to be E1 for review sites, but this one had dongle protection. Now the reason this one intrigues me is because when I got the disc, it was actually in poor quality. Like 10% of the disc was unreadable, right? So if I wanted to get a successful dump, I would have to go a long ways to do it. And after about a week of trying, I almost gave up. But then I found this really nice guy on Discord called Old Hiccup, who said that he has a special. Wait, he said that he was hearing out about my troubles because I was posting it to a video game preservation Discord, and that he actually has a special, particularly rare CD drive, which is particularly made for getting the bad data out of damaged discs. But so what I'm in the process of doing right now is sending it to him so that he can do it. But thankfully, out of all of, wait.
Yeah, go on. And thankfully, yeah, go on.
Yep, my train of thought disappeared again, and now it's back. And thankfully, he could have been like anywhere in the world, like he could have been in Spain or something, but it was actually only a 30-minute drive.
I can't like thank you enough for letting us participate in your podcast, Ham. Feels nice to be a guest.
Oh my god.
You're very thankful.
Yes.
For background noise and so on. Oh, by the way, before I finish talking, there was actually one more prototype of Colin McRae rally, which was dumped. More specifically, a prototype of 2005, 2 months before it was complete. And there are like a couple of small things that are different, but I think probably the most interesting part, so that I don't spend all day talking about it, is that most of the vehicles are actually locked. Like the only vehicles you have at the start of the game are the Subaru Impreza, the Audi A3, and the Celica GT4. Everything else is locked.
Kotu.
Nice to Subi.
The menu music actually used to be like slightly different, so I may upload a rip of those someday. And probably the most interesting part for me is that there's this whole new category of vehicles called ultimate vehicles, which I'm pretty sure were intended to be like well, I don't know what they were, considering that in the unfinished category is all the four-wheel drive cars, but slightly stat boosted. Like that's literally all they were relegated to.
I do remember one thing about hidden things in CMR, which was that there was a Dreamcast demo, which was like 20% or 30% complete or something. Never got released, but it was going to. And it was literally just Grease Stage 1. The problem with it is that it was, like I said, it was only 20 or 30% complete or something, but it ran like arse on a Dreamcast.
Yeah,
I mean, the demo did, but obviously they would have fixed it, but graphics-wise, it didn't look too bad. The only problem is it looked a bit too smooth. Like, the PS1 version looked very, well, pixelated. PC version was obviously a lot more upscaled. Not that much more upscaled. If we're talking like before Silent come along and fixed it, like genuinely it was more upscaled anyway. But the Dreamcast would have made all the cars look like they were dead smooth, you know, like every paint job was a matte finish, and it was really weird.
Oh, by the way, one thing to note about that is that there is actually still a way to play Colin McRae Rally 2.0 on a Dreamcast. Have you ever heard of Bleem before? Well, before the if you haven't, then long story short, it was a short-lived thing that wait, I lost my train of thought again. Anyways, it was a short-lived type of Dreamcast disc where you would put it in and then put in a PS1 game, and then you were running the PS1 game. But before they got sued by Sony, won the court case, and then had to declare bankruptcy anyway, they were actually working on something which could just hold the games themselves for you to put them in. And the prototype was about halfway done before they had to leave, and it actually dumped in 2020. there's actually a full compatibility list of games, and surprisingly enough, Colin McRae Rally 2.0 is actually one of the more compatible games. Like its only real issue is that you can't save, and every time you need to spawn, it has to render the textures after you went in. But apart from that, it works perfectly.
It's really odd how CMR could have come to some different consoles, but didn't. All there was demos for some sort of like the Dreamcast being the most interesting one. I find it fascinating that CMR on a Dreamcast. That's definitely something I never thought I'd hear.
Alright, now here's something interesting. So if this is meant to be Colin McRae Rally 2.0 but portable, where does that put the GBA game?
In the fucking trash can.
Dub.
The GBA game ain't too bad, although it's broken as hell when we found out. Well, I didn't find this out, somebody else did. Someone was like, oh yeah, you can skip through these stages and you can cut through it, and I'm like, what? It's like, oh yeah, so we found like you can beat, like there's minutes of time saving the run, like there's so many different broken stages. I'm like, well, it wouldn't be CMR2 if it wasn't broken. So even the GBA version's busted, which is funny.
Yeah. I mean, hell, in the PC version, you can clip out of the bounds for the Japanese Super Special stage by just running into a corner. That's literally all you have to do, and then you just slide in.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Bonkers, even.
Bonkers.
Ferret Summit. Oh, Ferret on chat.
Also,
Oh no.
hey, Blitz.
I'm guessing.
You summoned him.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to.
Wait a minute. Wait, hang on a minute. I just had a thought, right? So the 5 Colin McRae Rally games, if we count them in their order and what they represent, I kind of just like the Smash Brothers releases. Like the first game, it was good, but it was also a little bit of an experiment, right? The second game was genuinely fantastic. A lot of people consider it to be the best, and in the future, it was defined off its loose ends. The third game is the black sheep of the franchise, because while it did what it wanted to do great, there were a couple of polarizing choices it made, like only allowing you to use the focused in the campaign mode and the Wii.
I didn't know that you could use focus in Smash Bros. Brawl.
and then the fourth game. A lot of people consider to be really good. And hang on a minute. So the fourth game is probably the one which connects to it the least, because that would mean that a lot of people consider it obsolete when it's really not. So just ignore the comparison for the fourth game.
Well, to be fair, no, hang on. 04 was the one that everybody got considered to be really good. I personally didn't, but a lot of people did actually consider 04 to be the best. So I suppose it is an interesting match in that regard. I mean, I don't know how many other people can say whether CMR 04 was good. Blitz will obviously go, yeah, 04 was great, because he's good at it.
And then for the fifth game, it's just kind of like Ultimate, where it's just content galore.
Yeah, technically speaking, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know when that epiphany came to me, but my god, it was definitely something interesting to realize.
You're not wrong, though.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
Can't wait for someone in the chat's put, can't wait for Super Smash Bros. Dirt.
It's not dirt anymore.
And then
EA Rally.
And then dirt and anything afterwards, just called a cheap fan game.
See, if EA Rally is a thing now, when Shots 2?
Too soon.
Asking the big questions.
You're hurting me.
Sorry, Johnson. We do not speak of this game. No, we do. Well, I don't know.
3, 2, 1, go.
No, Ferret, you join us and tell us yourself.
was gonna say, yeah, my Australia is terrible.
Thank you.
I've definitely got time save on Australia because my god, it's so bad.
I am not a fan of this rally as a whole.
Also, I presume that was. Hang on, I remember.
Oh, where are you guys right now?
Who I'm gonna say who we got in here?
Australia stage 2.
Australia stage 3.
I'm halfway into Australia stage 1.
I'm
No, stage behind.
stage 4.
Feels like a skill issue.
There we go, even Joseph joined in. What is this? CMR 2005 cars, 2.0 rallies, and 1 sounds. Not quite. No, it's CMR2. CMR2 is a game, minus arcade and challenge mode with the 2005 cars, and the sounds are from the PS1 version of the game. And am I missing anything? Oh yeah, and surprisingly, it's a good downgrade.
Yeah.
Unlike the other piece of trash we got, which Codemasters released in 2013, which we don't speak of.
Yeah, when it comes to like mobile Colin McRae rallies, this is probably your best bet because
You know what?
if you don't,
You know what? Especially.
keep on your podcast. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, I can kind of say what you were about to say, but you know what really pisses me off about the remaster one? After McRae like died, Codemasters had an agreement to not use Colin McRae's name in the future games as to respect him, and the last time they used it was in Dirt 2. So they removed it in Dirt 3. And then here comes Colin McRae Rally again to use the name again because oh look, it's the nostalgic remake, and then they never used it again after that. Like to me, that's not only a cheap joke, but also slightly offensive to his legacy.
Yo, dude, have you heard of this new Codemasters games? What is it called? Rally.
Like, wow, how long did it take you to think of the name of that game? About 5 seconds? I thought so. I don't know what Codemasters were thinking, like, oh yeah, let's make CMR2, but let's make it for the mobile port, but let's put the original name on the game. And also, let's include 4 cars, one of which is no good.
And not only that, but let's also make the focus of the game the Focus 1999 instead of the Focus 2000.
Exactly.
Like I don't get it. The Focus 1999 you could literally only get by entering the All Cars cheat.
Oh yeah,
not really.
I was gonna say,
Not
Joe.
true.
What's the here, Joe? By the way, there's believe it or not, this is an interesting one where it's like. Yeah, so there's another thing as well that we probably worth pointing out. So it's Ham, was it you that got the domino going, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
It's like I waited patiently for a good N-Gage emulator to come out, and then for me to figure out how to do it. And then when I finally did, the floodgates just came gushing open.
There's one. I wonder why this never came out on the DS. Well, I guess this could be as close as it's got. Cause it's, well, I mean, it isn't, but this could probably work on a DS.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That's not a bad shout. This probably would have worked on a DS.
Yeah, they could have made like the screen wider as well, and then put all like the hood info except for the
No. See, the top screen will stay the same.
Game feed.
The bottom screen could have like the stage map, and then your dot going around the stage.
Okay, maybe for like the arcade mode maps and the sort, but for regular rally stuff, that sounds a little bit overpowered, considering that would make the code driver completely obsolete.
Are on top screen and the track on bottom.
I mean, if we're doing top screen as like the main gameplay, then the pace notes would show, they flash up at the bottom. So you'd have like, you know, the icons that you use, they'd come up, they'd show up on the bottom screen, I think. They could show up on the bottom screen. And then obviously when you do the arcade mode, you just have the circuit on the bottom, and the top would be the gameplay. Easy.
Oh, by the way, just a little reminder: at UK a stage 4. When you get to the bit where the castle, do not take a left turn. On my first run, I didn't realize my mistake until a little later, and that cost me like 30 seconds.
I remember trying before, like the bit that Fairrod was on about, which was the what you call it, the using the bridge to get further on the stage. I used it before and I was like, huh, this still works. Are we all on the CMR Discord voice chat? Yeah, we are. We're there. Top screen gameplay, bottom screen gameplay, but in yellow.
Mexican, let's go.
Mexico filter.
Also, one more thing I'd like to mention is, like, in terms of Colin McRae rally modding, one thing that always frustrated me is that the 5th game is so close to becoming a modder's paradise. Like, it has everything laid out to customize the vehicle, but but you can't change the models.
I mean, you can mod the skins, but it's a pain in the ass because I've done it. I've not modded it, someone else has done skins, but you know, applying mods on 2005 is ridiculous.
If you could just change like the models, like the vehicles are the only real difficult thing to mod in. Everything else is piss easy. It's like it's all like just contained in DLL files, and once you figure out how to do it, it's just customizable out the goddamn wazoo.
Also, Joe said, funny how this, Dirt 2 and CMR 3 all sprung up at the same time. What, as in have become more popular recently? Don't forget as well, like, Dirt 2's been going haywire because of yourself, Seven, and Leviathan and all the rest of it. CMR 3's popped up because Pharaoh's decided to now start busting it, and Matik decided they wanted to get run of it. And then obviously this has come about because I have.
Yeah.
It is quite interesting how so much has popped up at once. It is quite staggering. Like, oh damn, okay.
It's a very eventful time for Colin McRae rally speedruns.
Busty makes me feel good. Is that a Ghostbusters reference, Doc? I presume so.
Bustin'.
By the way, one thing in like regards to what I'm doing on this server, you may have noticed that I'm like working on that mod where I try to get the Colin McRae rally N-Gage cars onto the original 2.0, so that it's like an upscaled version, like the definitive version of the N-Gage thing, and you know. So I've got like a genuine question. Do you think I'm actually doing a good job with that mod?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Because for me, I keep seeing like small inaccuracies in the mod, and I just keep thinking, I've got to fix that. Oh god! But I guess
it's good though that it's good that you're doing that though, because you're looking at attention to detail. That's another good thing. Like you might think, oh well, I'm putting this time and effort and everything and so on. But if you think about it, if you're finding errors in your own modding, or in skins, and then you're going, oh, hang on a minute, let's. We
wouldn't say it's good if it was half-assed.
Exactly.
Right.
Basically, what I'm saying is the fact that you're pinpointing your own errors and everything like that can actually make it better.
Yep.
Because
also,
you're not doing it half-assed, and so far it looks pretty good from what we've all said. I think it looks really good.
And also, finally, the weird physics comes to bite me in the ass. that cost me like 10 seconds.
Welcome to CMR 2.
Yep. I mean, I did dodge death a lot of times beforehand, but well. And anyways, back to what I was like. No, don't land in the water. Don't land in the water.
Also, it's worth mentioning
don't land in the water. I am so lucky. What?
One thing that's really good about this is the fact that, same in the PS1 version, the actual ending screen is not broken.
Oh.
Unlike the PC version, where half the people it works and the other half it's just completely busted and doesn't work.
Do we use longer gears in Kenya?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good.
You can do ×2 really.
Oh. Well, too late for that.
I mean, I am on the top of refs for like 90% of stage
Red
2.
line in my mom. I mean, what?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't feel that the stages are properly like scaled down to the cars. Cars like going to the high refs so quickly. It feels different.
I just
Yeah,
died.
It does feel like you're actually doing... What's it called? It does feel like you're actually doing the stages though. And they're actually like the length as they are on the PS1 on the PC. Like the game doesn't feel like it's been stretched or shortened anyway. The tracks feel like if you're on a quick stage, it's a quick stage. If it's a longer stage, then it's a longer stage.
Yeah, the stage times are comparable with PC, I'd say.
By the way, a quick note
Bada bing,
back.
bada boom.
A quick note back when it comes to making that like mod. If anyone knows how to make like models for it, I would actually like need help with a couple of like the models for the vehicles which just don't exist in old mods which I use to get the model for the Lance, Zara, and eventually the Impreza, which is going to come out next. But wait, hang on a minute, I've got to focus on the menus. Yeah, anyway, so I need, the reason I need custom models for those is like, tell me, who would have made the Renault Clio V6 from Rally 05? Who?
I was gonna say, I know you were saying about using other mods to help. That's actually a smart move, to be honest.
I mean that's the whole reason I was able to
You don't have to build as
find
many cars from scratch. You can use other mods vehicles and then go, right, okay, let's modify the skin.
Yeah.
A lot better.
I mean, the only real one I was slightly disappointed by was the one for the Lancer because the Lancer is kind of like angular and like square, and then the one for the Lancer in the mod is choppy.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Conker.
But that's the only real inaccuracy. That and trying to deal with the shading, where I know fuck all about shading, is definitely another tough part to deal with as well.
Also, one thing I do want to say about this N-Gage port, the fact that it runs at 60 FPS is impressive.
Actually,
Very
if you figure,
impressive.
actually, it even runs at 120 in the menus.
Oh wow.
What?
It doesn't feel like
For me,
it.
menus were in 40 FPS.
Is there a way of... I'll go say, this is where we find out you can turn the frame limiter off and it's like, oh yeah, the game just works at like 400 FPS and it's completely broken.
I hope so. That'll
I
be
mean,
cool.
smooth, so who cares?
The funny thing is though, it was like... I don't know how you'd actually be able to run this at an in-person event. Like, online, sure, we have the means to do so. But an in-person event, so that would involve actually buying the phone, buying the game, and finding a way to capture said phone.
Okay, so there is a way to capture it. Actually, there's one Polish YouTuber who managed to do it. Basically, he got his hands on a N-Gage prototype, and he had to like install some wires into it, and that's it.
Well, that's great. We need to find a prototype of the device. Lovely.
Yeah, right.
Pretty easy.
And
yeah.
he's been streaming like the whole catalog of the N-Gage games.
I mean, to be
like-
fair, he is using it to its full potential. So props to him for that. Instead of being like a lot of people who have prototypes of things, just like hoard them without.
Has he
without
tried? Has he tried
without-
prank calling it yet? Prank calling with it. Streaming that.
It's
It is a
like-
phone
It's
after
Colin
all.
McRae.
It's like most of the people who have prototypes, most of the people who don't really do things with the prototypes they have either don't realize the value it has,
Yeah,
realize the value it has, or realize the value it has, and want to be a prick. In which case, fuck you.
Use a Colin McRae soundboard. You're going too fast. And then whenever someone gives you the wrong answer, you just have him go, no.
Fucking hell.
You're out
Fucking
of
hell in
control.
it, bro. I'm starting Italy, and it's raining.
God, I must be well lucky. I've not had rain yet.
Yeah,
I've
technically
not had
rain
any on
The only
Finland.
time I've technically had rain is with snow in Sweden, but that doesn't really change that much, does it?
Not too much. I mean, I can't wait for it to rain in the UK. Like, let's go.
Yep, that's just gonna be hella inevitable.
The thing is, I did play through the Novice Championship before, and the weather was sunny. It wasn't wet at all, like, for all 4 stages. Italy is always a nightmare. It always feels like
tunnels.
it takes forever. I think Italy's one of the hardest and one of the worst rallies, because it does feel like it takes forever.
Yeah.
What just happened there? I should have remembered that that was there and I just didn't. Oh, well, the stage is almost over anyways. By the way, where are you guys at right now?
And 4.
Currently,
Kenya
just
won.
about to finish Italy stage 2.
Uh,
well, I'm at Kenya stage 2. Or
Bloody
maybe,
hell,
Italy
how am I a
won.
full rally?
or maybe
I know
it's
a
stage
full
4.
rally, hell is
Or maybe it's
three.
stage 4. I don't entirely remember and I don't want to pause to find out. So I guess we'll find out if it's stage 4 or not. Alright then, was it stage 4? Please be stage 4.
Yep, still dry.
No, it was stage 2. No!
I have to remember to split at the end of every stage, and I keep forgetting.
But to be fair, stage 3 is a very short stage.
yeah, it is.
It's not like it's that much distance.
It's always the one I like talking about whenever I've done a run in the marathon with it. I'm like, yeah, so everyone probably recognises Kenya Stage 3 because that's the one that always plays in the demo. More or less.
Yeah.
And I think it may have even played in rolling demos as well.
Thank you, Weird Physics, once again!
So, yeah, but it works. It works. It does its job.
And they definitely chose a good stage for the demo because it goes fast.
Yeah, I suppose it shows off the speed of the cars, in a way. I mean, it doesn't really show that much, but it is enough to show off, like, hey, you can actually go fast in this game. Yes, you can drive pretty quick. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you can do that. Also, I find this exceedingly funny that you can that hill that I normally climb in Italy Stage 3. There's no trees there, so it's even easier to cut up the hill and just get on the banking. It's great.
You didn't consider that, did you, Nagog?
Can't get used to these tarmac physics. Italy's always a pain anyway, because it's constantly left, right, left, right, left, right. The car always ends up smashed to bits anyway.
So yeah, for anyone wondering how much Colin McRae Rally 2 speedruns truly relied on Out of Bounds, here is your divine proof. I am just about to wrap up Kenya, and then Viper Racing is in the middle and probably in the latter half of Italy.
Currently, yeah, about that.
Let's see if I can get to the Let's see if I can. You know what I want to do? I want to at least get to the UK before one of you finish. That is my new goal now.
Right, okay, I'm gonna go faster. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
I can't really go any faster.
Well,
I'm trying to, but I can't.
Thankfully for me at least, Italy is one of my better rallies because I do like I compute better with tarmac.
I was gonna say I just screwed up anyway. I've just gone off the track a little bit, so it's fine. So you get your wish.
You see, the weird physics of the N-Gage version comes to haunt not only me, but you.
Man, I wish Italy wasn't real.
Mine was what was it, like putting through stuff as well.
Wait, but if Italy, only one of you in the call are gonna get this next show. But if Italy wasn't real, then donut makers wouldn't be a thing. Come on, man.
Neither would spaghetti or pasta, but here we are.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia, pizza spaghetti!
Man,
Man.
not a fan of this game, really.
I have almost made a wrong turn so many times in the speedrun, it's almost comical. In fact, no, scratch that, it is comical.
I'm just wondering, like, what's gonna be left when I get here. Like,
Oh, no.
what will be left?
Oh, nice, I accidentally hit the invisible barrier, but it was technically quicker, let's go!
Speedrun strats on the fly.
Do you know what? I genuinely think that this game is going to be a little longer, but it's going to be a lot shorter than the PS1 version, but it's going to be a slight bit longer than PC, than the regular speedrun.
Probably.
So,
I'm aiming
like-
for sub 130 and that's it.
Yes! I didn't get Italy rain, let's go!
I think
I just
it's
got Italy cloudy, lucky me.
it's on its way then. Dun, dun, dun. I've yet to deal with rain. Maybe now's gonna be what happens. I don't know.
Either that or
can
there's
see
just
it
no
being-
RNG with it at all, and it depends on the difficulty.
I can see this being like a 121, 122 maybe.
Faster than Ferrod, let's go.
Let's go.
Alright then, well if you guys are in the UK, then I better move if I want to be in the UK when the speedrun ends.
I mean, at the moment
Let's
we're all.
wait
I
for
think
it.
we're all in Italy at the moment still.
Why Italy
Oh,
3 is so
there's
bright?
still a chance.
Italy what?
Italy 3 is so bright.
You're already at Italy 3? Oh man.
Yeah, it's like, for me, I have a very weird skill set. Like, Italy is really difficult to you guys, right? Like Italy is one of the harder rallies. But for me, Italy's actually one of the easier ones. I don't know if it's my specific skill set of being goated at anything with tarmac, but yeah, that's probably it.
As I say, France was always my best one that I ever did, but Italy was the hardest one for me. Also, speaking of Italy, it's done. So now I get on to the big one.
Okay then, well I'm halfway through stage 1, so I may just barely be able to make it.
Oh, it's cloudy. Interesting.
Come on.
Man's getting god RNG on first one.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Okay, Dream.
Close.
Well, for a second that sounded good.
I was just like, oh. I was like, I'm gonna hit a tree. No, I'm not.
Thing is, I'm pretty sure I can tell exactly what part you almost screwed up on. Because I nearly screwed up on my first run too. Also, be
It was
thankful
going
that, you know...
behind. Oh,
also-
it did rain.
also-
Okay, this is my first chance with wet weather. Let's go. Oh Christ, it's already. Oh, okay. This will be interesting.
Okay, let's move.
Go. Move! Come on, Scooby, don't let me down. Not now. Don't hit the trees, Oh, okay, I'm going. We're still good.
Okay then, Ham. Remember everything that Golden Wind has taught you.
Remember your training.
Remember, all you need to do in Italy is have a dream and that will happen. I mean, probably not, but probably yes.
Okay, so I'll be honest, I can't really tell with the wet weather. It doesn't feel any different than normal physics. That's fine. Although it is kind of off-putting, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I nearly took a wrong turn there. it's like my muscle memory and my brain are just fighting each other because of the like low amount of pixels on the N-Gage itself. It's like I need to use more brain power to tell where I actually am. Oh, thanks, Weird Physics.
3, 2, 1, go.
My up arrow is dead, basically. I have to like press it very hard for it to register, so I have to buy a new keyboard.
Ooh. Not what you want at the moment.
Yeah.
Just use default
I'll
controls.
come now. Okay, thank God, that was only a minor crash. Let's go.
I'll never forget what happened at ESA a couple of months ago. Like one of the computers wasn't working properly, like the keyboard and mouse, like the USB ports in it were knackered. So they had to pull out a PS2 keyboard from like the 90s. I was just like,
no,
this is good.
Oh, thank you, respawning. That could have. Oh, come on, respawn me again.
It was well worth
Okay,
it.
thank God.
Ended up
That
playing.
could have lost me like 20 seconds if that went wrong, but instead it only lost me like 7.
Ended up playing Need
Thank
for
you,
Speed
game.
Carbon
Thank you, game.
with a freaking PS2 keyboard. It was good. I was like, this is
But
new.
yeah, the weird physics tried to bite me in the ass again, but instead it only grazed it.
Well, now I've got ice physics with the wet weather, so that's fun. Cars sliding all over the place. Could be worse.
Okay then, you can do this. You're almost done with Italy stage 2.
I've just done with the UK stage 2.
Oh shit! God, please tell me that Italy stage 3 and 4 are short. Come on! Because if I can recall, UK stage 3 and 4 are long ones.
Yeah, they are.
Stage 3 is.
Okay, just give me a short one and I'll be good. Game, that is all I wish from you.
Well, actually, this is going to be close because I've got 2 stages to do that are about 2.5 and 2 minutes respectively. You've got 2 stages that are 2.5 and 2.5. You've actually got the longer stages than me.
Wait, what?
You've got longer stages to do than I have. I'll be done before you're done Italy, I'm pretty sure.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure, even if I put my foot
Yeah,
down.
it's a long stage.
At least I'll try my best.
Alright then, McRae Reflex. I was ignoring you before, but now I need you to come out in full force.
Yeah, it's UK with rain. Okay, let's go.
Okay, yeah, that's the upside. That's the upside for me. You've got rain. For me, it's completely clear.
The funny thing would be when you get to the UK, you've got rain. I'd be like, oh, oop.
Just pure blooded focus is going through my head now. And of course, it had to be a long stage. And another one.
Another one.
And another one. And another one. Oh!
Come on. Come
Okay,
on.
and Italy is finished.
Yeah, at this point, I'm destroying my car to victory. Like, I didn't even have enough time to repair it.
Let's go. Last rally of the game. And it's raining. Oh no.
Wait, I think that probably means it's gonna rain for everyone if you both got raining there.
I thought mine was cloudy, but it wasn't. Turns out it might was.
Kyoto, did you get rain?
I'm in Italy.
What? How come?
I'm in Italy.
You were in stage 3 faster than I was. Where
I
did
was
it go
wrong.
wrong?
It's like right now I'm just past
It was
halfway
what?
in stage 3.
It was stage 2.
No, man, I was so fucking... I was so anxious that you're gonna beat me. Fuck off. I was like, am I really this bad in this game that Chotu is going to beat me? Come on.
Yeah, and then I'm just vibing.
And how is Dzikusek doing? Is he vibing as well?
Definitely.
Because like, how is Sweden?
How is Finland?
I'm not Italian.
Because like, we're playing Novice, not expert.
Oh, it dried up on the last stage. Let's go.
Oh wait, you're on the
Right.
last stage?
Yep.
Ah, fuck, yep.
2
out of
minutes.
bounds.
I'll be finished in 2 minutes.
2 out of bounds.
Give me a 1 minute stage. Come on.
I can't.
Do it, Stadan.
I know he
Ferrot,
said
please.
stage, but let's cross our
I-
fingers.
I've never got that strat to do the out of bounds thing. I've
It's
never
pretty
done it.
easy. I can like teach you later or something.
Like, this is the fastest Italy I've ever got. And my car's half
That
destroyed.
wasn't good. Hey, I'm
Okay,
screwed
guys, I need to go to the bathroom really badly, but I have to finish this first.
Finish?
It's a
I thought you
literal
were in UK.
race.
Okay, come on. Give me a short stage.
He's just going ballistic right now, like, come on.
GG, mine's a 3 minute stage.
Ah, and it's raining again. No.
Oh no. Oh. Man.
Started dry, then rains again. Like, yeah, okay,
will-
let's go.
Yep, I don't think I'll be able to bring up my original.
No.
You just started
Right.
stage 4. Knowing you, you're probably about halfway through yours.
I've just hit the 5th checkpoint, so I've got like, yeah, I'll be done in like 30 seconds, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Thereabouts. I don't have a clue. Gonna be a 121. Oh.
It's so close to the PC. Then
The
why
goal is
don't
like a
we
pound
combine
cake.
boards?
Oh.
I mean, technically, this is the fastest PS1 run I've ever done.
Nah, combine 2.0 boards.
Oh, don't slide off too much. Come on. Come on.
I need to pee.
Yep, I've not even got to the 3rd checkpoint yet. And my prediction is that you're going to be finished in about...
Now,
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my prediction...
why is it done? Oh, done.
GG.
There
Yep, there's the GG's. No,
It's
then,
not
no.
raining!
No. What do you mean? It's not raining.
Why are you happy that it's not raining?
Yes. Ah.
Oh, I need to pee. Fucking hell.
Thanks to physics, that ironically was faster than going the regular way.
Oh man, this is going to be so hard.
So no, sorry. I said that the game worked. It didn't. It broke. It actually is broke.
Ironic.
Yeah.
He
It's never worked. Ah.
No, for some reason when I did it in the Zara, it worked for me.